and uzasinika na uyanixela ukuthi uzayisaba isandla ikena uzaqala simbonise naqala ifayise fakula ndawo futhi ke nabe iyahleka ngoba lokhu uyayiboma njani
So is that okay?
Yes.
So anybody who feels like talking to contribute, they can. So I'm just going to ask, and Linda, I know you have told the story many times, and I've heard it before, and it's very inspiring. But I'm going to ask you again to talk about how did Siyakula start? And anybody who feels like talking.
We started to be Siyakula HIV and AIDS project because of the stigma to the community and the discrimination, and because of the patients who were not taking the right treatment. We decided that we want to help those people who are taking the HIV and AIDS treatment and TB treatment by doing door to door. We decided that we want to be the caregivers who are going to help the communities and to empower those people who are very sick.
Okay, and how did you see that those were the problems?
We found that we have funerals each and every week, and the families, they are escorting the clients to the clinics and to the hospitals. So now it's decided that no, we are tired to see this thing.
Okay.
And every week the people are dying because they didn't know the information about HIV and AIDS, and they are not getting the education, and they are not even know about anything about the awarenesses. So we decided to try to form the home community-based care.
And how many were you when you?
We were
started?
10.
10.
Yes.
And you were you members of the support group? Was that how you?
No, the people they didn't want to disclose on that time. It was only me who was disclosed, and the other members, they know when we formed this thing, because I said to those people who said they want to join, you can join to be the caregiver, but you must know your status first before you can try to care for another person. So they decided to join the project, and they go to visit, like Nondumiso, they go to visit it to do a counseling first, and voluntary counseling. Then they found their status. Then they start now to be the caregivers.
I remember that when we were talking, you weren't in the last meeting we had. One of the, I think it was Bulisua, was saying she wanted to start her home-based care project, and she was saying how I find it difficult because nobody will come, and she said, how does it start? And Nonjamisa was talking about how you sat down with everybody and you said, I cannot sit with you unless you know your status. You must go and have a test. Is that a hard thing to do?
To them, they said it's hard. But even to me, it was not easy.
Yeah.
When I go to do a testing, it was not easy.
And
then when we tried to help those members of the communities, on that time we were working just for our area, that is which is really number 3. Then social development, they said you must also work another areas, number 5 in Kuchweni, Nganda, and the other places. Then they said we cannot manage to work Ward 22 when we are 10. We must try to get another members that are going to be 24, so that we can be now the Siyakula home-based care, where we are also going to deal with OVC to make the support group, and what else? Home-based care and art and culture. That is what we are doing now. Now we've got 4 programs, eh? It's HBC, that is home-based care, those people who are having cancer and other things. It's support group, those people who are HIV positive. It's OVC, orphans and vulnerable children. It's art and culture, those youth dancers and youth who are giving the information to the communities and to the schools.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot.
I know my thing. Then we started that program on the 20th of February 2006.
Yeah.
And social development said we must employ another people. Then we tried to employ another people. It was on September. We started to do an awareness on November. It was 16th of November.
Yes.
We do a big awareness at Luchizweni number 3 to show the community that we are well trained and we are having a problem now. Do you know where we found the place to do this training? We found the place to this man who died now.
Oh, really?
But on that time he said he doesn't want to do a test. He doesn't even want to see the carers. But the carers, they can work to her home. But that man doesn't want to do anything with the carers.
He didn't want to accept his status. Okay. Yeah. And so, how where do you see the project going now?
Yo, it's fantastic. The project now, even the councillors, they said they are happy to see us when we are doing that kind of a job. The members of the community, they've tried to do a visit so that they can know their status. Same applies as the caregivers. Most of them, they know their status now. And they are so happy. They are taking ARVs to the hospital. And when we go to Libode, they told us that we are number 1. But we don't know why Kanzibe didn't tell us that we are number 1 at Ngqeleni.
Number 1
at Ngqeleni.
Home-based care project?
Yes.
They
said number 1 at Nyandeni municipality is Siyakula. Then number 2 is Siyakula.
Okay.
But at Ngqeleni, we are number 1.
Because there's no project like this was.
And Siyakula is at Libode.
Yes.
But when we are counting about municipality, Nyandeni municipality, we are number 2. When we are counting with Ngqeleni, we are number 1.
Yeah.
And they say, they promise us that they are going to show us on the opening.
Even us are more popular than Siyakula because Siyakula is doing support group only. They've got no home.
They said they want to see us. They want to come to see us. That's what we are doing.
Yeah.
What did we manage to do?
These things.
And there are lots of people who are joining you from other areas as well.
Yeah,
what is it that do you think? Why do the care?
And now you see, when we started, we were having one support group. That is, those people, they were created by Siyakula. We also said those people, they are not Siyakula project. They are Siyakula support groups. Then now, when we formed the Siyakula support group, the other areas, they also said they want to be helped by us. Then now we've got 3 support groups. That is Fugani, Hlumani, and Siyakula.
Okay, so
at Ward 22.
You helped to start those support groups.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Fugani was failed.
Vugani, he was failed. Then we said they must wake up now to be Vugani.
That's wake up, eh?
And Hlumani too from Rwanda. They said they must be Hlumani. They must be big support group.
That's a good name.
Like Siyakula.
Oh,
which is
cool.
Growing
up.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
What else?
What else? Okay, this is what they want to know also is okay, so maybe just those are all the things you have accomplished. Can you think of anything else you want to talk about that you have accomplished?
You see now, Alice, we found that our challenges. We found that we've got a lot of our patients who are staying at Kanzibe. And we want to help those patients who are at Kanzibe. But Kanzibe doesn't want to give us a permission to go and help those people. And we don't mind, no matter we can work even a night duty. So that we want to help our people. Then now our challenge is we want to get another place at Siyakula to that new project. A big room, a big place where we are going to try to fundraise to get some beds and where we are going to put our patients, and we are going to check for them. We don't mind, no matter we can make work day and night.
And you want training from home-based care.
More home-based care.
Oh, because it was painful now when there were many bedriddens,
Yes.
and those people, they were not educated for home-based care. Even now, that is why Nondumiso now is so painful about this dead person. It's because he is not trained by home-based care. But if she was trained, she would not be like this.
Okay.
Just like me, I don't have a problem now, as this man has died, because I know that he's died. So what else?
What can you do now?
I cannot do anything now unless I'm going to be sick. But if Nondumiso was trained, he was going to be safe.
But Alice, when I will never trained, but if I come to the person who is sick, he want to be washed, I take the gloves, I do practical work.
As if she is trained.
But I'm not trained, but I
You
do
need
that
more
job.
training.
Salary.
You do the best you can, which is
Go, Alice, when you go to Amtata, you must try to find for that place that they said it's Zingisa.
Yes.
It's a Santa. It's a place. They said it's next to Ngambedlan. Do you know Ngambedlan? They say it's a place where they are trained, the home-based carers and the support groups.
Where is that?
It is Zingisa.
Singisa.
It's Zingisa
Okay.
at Amtata.
And that's more
Next to
home-based care
Ngambedlan.
project, home-based care training. What about Mrs. Somklachro?
Sometimes she promised us, but she said he's going to give those people their certificate first. Then when he finished to do all of those things, then he's going to think about the home-based care.
Okay. Sure.
But you see, it's not. Sometimes it's not nice with sometimes. You see, sometimes it trains at a lot, and she's a good guy. But sometimes he doesn't have enough time to spend with us.
Okay.
And sometimes we used to struggle to get him because of the money. Just like this time.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you just a few more questions, and then I'm going to come to
But it's better because even social development promise us about training.
of home.
But you don't want to stick only to the social
development.
because how many times
they take a long
as from
time.
last year on 20th of February, they were promising us. We were thinking that even now we are going to get our
They are
incentives.
shocked with home based.
And Alice, no, it's painful now. How long did we didn't get the incentives?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about those women, those old ladies. They have got standard 10s, they have got standard 9s. They can get another work to another place.
Oh, so you think that
but
might
they
happen?
want to help people. I used to be, when I'm thinking alone, I used to think about those people.
that they might leave to get other jobs. Sure. So that's important. So what, when I'm going to ask, what they want to know is, what have you done, do you feel like you have done specifically or, the most for the community? They're going to say, what have you done for the community? So,
What do you mean?
but I think you've answered that already, to be honest. Everything you do is for the community. So, how has the community supported you?
They didn't support us.
Does the community support you in any way?
No, Alice, they say when
They-
we are escorting people, they say we take their money to their home and we eat it, because when we are going to the hospitals or social development, Transcape give us the money to escort
Every
those
time.
people every time.
They said
We
Transcape.
eat their money.
They said Transcape is giving us the money to escort the
Yes.
Sure.
clients.
But that's some of the community. But then is there some of the community that supports you?
Some of the other.
And how do they
But the
support
other
you?
people, they are so happy when we are escorting their clients.
The families who you take the people from
No.
the families and you take them. Okay. And at the Mbizos, do they give you support? I saw there was that one woman who stood up. She was Who was she?
Okay, colleague.
Yeah.
Another
woman.
Let me see.
Oh,
Another woman. She stood up and she spoke for the project.
Mm.
There are some people in the
You see,
committee.
on that time, it was dark to them. But now, they want us to the embassy.
Okay.
Then we said now, we don't want to go now.
Yes.
Okay.
If they've got a problem, they must go to our office.
Okay. So you want them to come and seek your help first?
Yes.
Okay.
They come to us now, to our office.
Okay, so they do come. And the head man?
And the headman too.
Okay. So you are working together? Yeah.
There are few people now that they are not understanding what you are doing. There are few.
And the question that I want to know the answer to, but isn't really this, is like, what do you feel? Because you are, I think of you as like, you know, the word revolutionary.
What's that word?
Revolutionary, somebody who is changing the world
Okay.
against like a huge amount of challenges.
Yeah.
Like you have the most challenges I've ever seen anywhere. Just like say under apartheid, you had like Nelson Mandela fighting against for equal rights.
Or revolution.
A revolution, like that's. I feel that's what you were doing. So what is driving you to do this?
Revolution.
Yeah, like what is motivating you? For yourselves, like what is it that is driving you to make this change?
It's us.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's us who's doing the revolutions.
Yeah.
It's the caregivers.
Okay.
But why? Why do you want to do this? It is very unusual, is what I am
I
saying.
don't understand you, Alice.
Corruption, revolution, and just like to revolve. I am doing
Then the resolution called it Tembe.
resolution. I don't know.
It's a difficult question. I suppose I kind of answered it myself. Anyway.
Zuma no big.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ukukana.
Alice, you are talking about this resolution that is here.
No, I'm talking about revolution. Like, how do I describe? Okay, you know, like when revolution happens when there is a situation that is really terrible, like there's people are suffering, and then someone or a group of people come along, and they are very extreme, like they are very active, like very powerful, and they challenge everything, like they challenge and they fight, and then they turn things over, so that you start again. That's revolution. Like, you know, there was apartheid.
History revolution.
Ikhona apha le nto ayibuzayo Alice nansi le nto ayishoyo. Ilapha ndakane. Yebo ntona womntana omlungu. Inake.
What are we looking at this for? I think Nondomiso knows what I am saying. Yes.
Hayi andiyazi.
Like, okay, so you, Lindawa, you are a leader.
Yes.
Yes, you're a very strong leader.
Yes.
And you are a very strong
is
leader of your orphan
executive.
project.
Yes.
What has made you decide to do this?
To revolve.
To change?
Not this kind of resolution.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
You're not talking about this resolution. That name of resolution.
No.
I don't understand now.
Revolution.
Alice, revolution or resolution?
Revolution.
I don't understand this name.
Revolution, but it's you.
History.
But it's you.
Revolution
Like,
of Hitler.
Andiyazi mina Nondomiso.
To revolve into a fight. God, it's just like
Alice, but What are you
To
thinking?
revolt.
What are you thinking the answer of this thing we are
I
talking
don't know.
about?
I'm just saying. I think I answered it myself. I just think it's amazing. Like, because I lived in a rural community, and nobody talked about AIDS. Every people were dying, and nobody was talking. And I was like, yo, what can we do to change this? And everyone is always saying, oh, it's so terrible. We can't do. They think, oh, this is terrible. But then nobody can do anything, and it's almost hopeless. And then I see the work that you're doing, and how you're overturning everything. You are challenging everything, and you're fighting all the time, and it's working. So and like my eyes are open to it.
No,
Ndiyayiva nami ndiyathetha Alice, ndiyayiva. You see, Alice, there are some people that they are trying to make the project that must be work.
Yes.
Just like now.
Yeah.
You see, on that time, you were in the project when Aren comes to our project and give us the T-shirt and the money.
Yes.
You were there.
Yes.
When
No.
he gave you the
He
T-shirt.
was there.
No.
No, he was not
Alice,
there.
Alice, can I sing T-shirts?
Ngekho ngomamjolo.
Mongekho. Bengekho nomamjo.
I wasn't
What was
there.
the T-shirt?
Ngomamjolo noZulu.
Oh, yes.
No, he was not there.
You see, on that day, we were having some T-shirts and the money from
Wednesday.
Wehamba nomama
Simon.
kaSemon. Yeah, utata kaSemon no Ntontoni
To those guys who were coming from Holland.
Oh, right.
Do you
okay.
remember, ne?
Yeah.
On that day, Aaron said to us we must try to found the members of the communities
Yes.
that they must see when we are getting those things, those gifts from those people. And they were giving us a big box for the kit, for the home basic kit, with bandages and all of those kind of stuffs.
Yeah.
So Aaron said to us he's going to come with those visitors to give us those things. So, and Aaron said you must try to invite some people, that there must be some big people, the members of the communities, that you can see that they are trying to do these things. So we tried to invite the board members, and the headmen and the ward committees and another members who are people who are working in the communities.
Yes.
When Aaron goes, there was a resolution.
Yes.
I think it's a revolution or a revolution, something that you are talking about.
Okay.
Yes.
They were arguing. They want the T-shirts. They said we also want the T-shirts.
Yes.
We were not in the project now.
We want the green color.
They said we want our T-shirts. Aaron must give us our T-shirts because we are also the part of this project.
Yes.
Okay.
And if we cannot be here, this project cannot survive. If you like, we are going to say this project must go here. And we found that the members of the committee, and we found that you are getting money. You always said to us, you are not getting money. So now we found that you get the money every month.
Yes.
We also want the money to you guys.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's not quite what revolution is.
Yes.
What are you asking, Ali?
It's what you are doing. Revolution is you are changing the world. That's it.
Oh, revolution yayikhona kwi-history.
Yes.
Yayikhona
Like
kwi-history.
Revolution of Hitler.
and also Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
Like changing so that everybody has equal rights.
Okay.
Because
into ezenzekela zimbi.
Okay.
So,
Umoshwa abantu.
would you say that is what you are doing?
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand now. Okay, I'm talking about the conflict that we
You're
are
talking
having.
about conflict.
Yeah, I'm talking
Because
about
you
the conflict.
face conflict all the time.
You see those people, and my uncle,
Even your uncle.
Yeah.
you see, I've got another uncle, not that one I'm staying with.
Yes.
Another one.
Mhm.
I don't know what's wrong to that uncle. He's got a problem with me. I don't know.
What's going on?
It's not my uncle. My uncle is another member of our family.
Okay.
But they call it
Okay.
uncle. He was fighting. But my real uncle, that I'm staying with him, That one is a principal
Don't
here,
say
no matter.
their office.
No, he said, yeah, they are going to see you, no matter it's going to be 2010. They are going to see what you are doing to this community.
Yes.
They said, you don't mind. I was crying. They said to me, must stop to cry. Maybe by 2010, they are going to see what you are doing. They are going to come to you and tell you what you are doing, no matter you are dead at that time. But they are come to see to us and tell us that.
Sure. How come, like, what do you think is stopping people from seeing?
Oh, I know Alice is going to write a letter, a book about us.
Yeah.
I know. Alice, no, stop it.
Why?
Don't write this old
There's
thing.
so much.
When you tell you something, you write straight to the book.
What,
One
like those
time you wrote
stories?
a story about us.
I feel going to so pelunga.
But did you like the stories?
We like it, but you must show us before you transfer to Daily Dispatch
Okay.
or to Herald.
I will, don't worry.
Or to the TV. And Tanika now wants to sleep
Okay.
because she was tired. Their kids, they were going to the tour to East London. She wakes
Okay.
up
He's
early this
preparing
morning
for them.
because she was preparing for those
Yeah.
kids. I'm sure she wants to go to sleep.
I'm sure. Everybody is free to go. In Kosikakulu.
Alice, you were just calling us by this thing. I was thinking that you're going to fill this thing. How, Alice?
I can fill the thing in, and then I can come and show you
Okay.
on that Monday. So, is there anything else you want to add?